Welcome to another episode of Profit TV. I'm Dave Clare, the Profit for Purpose, and in today's episode, I really want to tackle organizational hierarchies. Leadership models, organizational structures, whatever you want to call it. I really want to have a really good look at this. I've been doing a lot of research, reading a bunch of articles, blog posts, etc., you name it, and I've found out some really fascinating and eye-opening statistics and theories by a bunch of people. So just to start, Power to the People, 4 Ways Corporate Culture Became People-Centric in 2015, written by Kavi Gupta. And Kavi said, leadership and management are undergoing a revolution. No shit, Kavi. Executive teams are waking up to the idea that top-down hierarchies are no longer sustainable or efficient for all companies. Wow. Here we are at the end of this, written at the end of 2015 and moving into 2016, and we're just working out the fact that hierarchies are not the way to move forward for all businesses. Very interesting article. A couple of other trends he was suggesting is leadership obviously needs to change from the top down. We need to create more value for employees. Wowzer. Hey, software needs to be used to connect with people and create flexibility and mobility in work. And here we are in 2016, and we're just starting to work this shit out. Unbelievable. Another article, and I apologize, I don't have who wrote it, but it says, consequently, people management strategies all have to change so that they look more like Facebook and less like the pyramid structures we are used to. Again, 2015 moving into 2016, and we're just getting our head around this stuff. Teams should aspire to the creative collaboration of improv troupes, not the siloed specialization of factory lines. I shake my head. And another one is 10 Ways Work Will Change in 2016, written by Libby Sander. Really great article, Libby, well done. Talks in here, our models of organizational leadership and leadership development need to evolve to align with the reality of the, sorry to change the page here, of the distributed workplace. So recent research has suggested, this is just recent research, that leadership practices need to be more collaborative, open, and decentralized to align with the changes in work and technology. Flabbergasted. So really interesting to think that we're only just starting now to realize that perhaps this whole hierarchical organizational chart and structure may not be effective moving forward. So for the last 10 years in the coaching I've done with organizations, I guess I just found out that I'm way ahead of the curve, because I've been working with a different model for leadership that the organizations that I've personally led and the customers and clients that I've worked with, encouraging them to look at what I call a radically cool quest, which is COOL being the circle of organizational leadership. And I'll draw it up here in a moment. And it's really fascinating also when you think about some of the leading stuff like Simon Sinek has been producing about his Golden Circle. When you look at Simon's Golden Circle and the COOL organizational structure that I'm going to share with you, they lay over top of each other perfectly. So Simon, you're bang on the money, well done. Really great to see that there's more than one person thinking like this. So here's Simon's model. I'll just draw it up here on the flip chart. So in Simon Sinek's Golden Circle, he says, you start with why, then how, then what? Absolutely. With the actual circle of organizational leadership that I work with leaders on, this is the circle of organizational leadership. So in the middle is purpose, which is your why. Then your values about how you're going to fulfill your purpose, what the things that are going to guide you, and then the what is all the different roles of the organization. So if I'm the leader of the organization, this could be me here, I get paid a certain amount of dollars, and I have a certain amount of responsibilities, but I'm on the same level as everybody else in the organization in the sense of everyone needs to have a direct line of sight to the purpose of the organization through the core values of the business. So in organizations that I lead, I'm the leader, yeah, sure, I get paid a different amount of money and I get different responsibilities, but I am just as much a slave to the purpose of our organization, which should be customer-centric, focused on being delivered through the values. as anybody else, as our director of first impressions, as a salesperson, as a processor, as a finance manager, it does not matter. Everybody should have a direct line of sight to the customer-centric purpose of your organization through the core values of your business. That's the organizational structure that I work with, and that's how it lays right over top of Simon Sinek's Golden Circle. So well done again, Simon. Love your Golden Circle. It fits perfectly with the circle of organizational leadership that I've been teaching for the last 10 years. So good to see that the world is finally coming around to the fact that we need to get rid of these top-down hierarchies. So take a look at your business. I dare you, I challenge you to take a look at how you're leading your people. How is your organization structured? Does every single person in your business have a direct line of sight to the customer-centric purpose of your organization through your core values? And are you all willing to be held account equally, doesn't matter what role you play, to those values and to that purpose? Because anyone in my organization come up to me and say, Dave, hey, is that in alignment with our purpose or our values? And obviously then will it take us to our vision where we want to go? And I should be held to account just as much as the person who's the director of first impression, the receptionist, it doesn't matter. So do you have a circle of organizational leadership, or do you have a pyramid?